Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and Florida Racing in Formula 1. We are here for the Japanese Grand Prix, and I think... wait a minute. Did you just take a drink of invisible water there, dude? What are you doing over there? Huh. Maybe we shouldn't watch these guys too much. Anyways, but we are going to be going racing as this guy taps away very aggressively. Amazingly, I was kind of expecting there to be like regulation changes. Amazingly, there were not, so we are good to go into the race as we'll be starting off on second. And Mick over there, Mr. Little Shoe, he's going to be starting in 7th. So let's get ready to rumble at Japan. Let's go. Alrighty guys, welcome aboard the Honda concept car, the 2+4. This is a highly modified version of it. They had a ton of suspension that they added onto this car as we check it out here at the Japanese Grand Prix circuit. Got a little bit of practice in here. But this car, let me tell you, is something else for sure. Car handles really good. You can really put it almost anywhere you want it, but it also has a ton of speed as well. So luckily you're riding along in a little mid-cam here. And so as I said, this thing's got tons of speed. So luckily Honda was nice enough to bring this car back out. So this is actually powered by the same base engine. We actually got a bit of a different circuit here. Gotta run that. But this thing has got a modified version of the F1 engine in it, and this thing races it really quite well. Got lots of horsepower, and we got it nice and set up out here so we can actually test drive, which is really nice. So definitely nice of F1 to let us do this, but also nice for Honda to bring this car out for us to test drive here on the circuit. But yeah, this thing's got a lot of speed, 167 right there. Tons of handling. Car's really good. And we got the nice setup on the track here, not the stupid setup that they're going to be running for the Grand Prix. So definitely nice to be able to run that. But yeah, we've got tons of speed in this car. About 174 miles an hour right there. Yeah, we can really get this car to kind of drift out there, use a little bit of handbrake. But the car handles really good. So we got to drive one of the originals that I think that was last year. We got to drive it before the Monaco Grand Prix. And so Honda worked on it and actually let us do the wrap on it. So obviously we got the Florida Racing wrap on this car, and then we also have a lot of adjustments that we made to the suspension as well before we brought it out. But yeah, they did a lot of work into this car and put that nice F1 engine detuned. It's not as powerful, you can tell that by the sound probably, but this is just a really good car, and it handles great out here. So obviously we got the Grand Prix up next that we got to get ready for. Not sure how I feel about it. Haven't been on this track for a long time in the series, so we'll have to see how we run. But not expecting a great run, but we'll have to see what we can do with our car. Try to take this turn at speed, and you can start to see, get a sign there I think, but car handled it decently. But yeah, this car has a ton of speed and a lot of fun to drive, that is for sure, as we can get up to about 170 here at the end of the track. But yeah, this car handles really good. So anyways guys, hope you had fun riding along. Got a Grand Prix to go and race at here next. Gonna go and take this car back to the garage, but yeah, thanks a lot to Honda for bringing this thing out. lots and lots of fun, that is for sure. I like that handbrake. That thing is nice to be able to use. So anyways guys, thank you so much for coming along on this little ride, and we'll see you out on the Grand Prix circuit. So see you out there.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Issa Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today in the Japanese Grand Prix? We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka Circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory, and the pressure now surely off with the title already in the bag.
It really is well deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's Carlo Sainz in pole position, and the Rainmaster completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Pierre Gasly, and Kvyat, Schumacher, Hamilton, Bottas, and Esteban Ocon, Norris, Matsushita, Daniel Ricciardo, and Albon, Perez, Stroll, George Russell, and Nick de Vries, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and Juan Manuel Correa. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alrighty guys, so as we get ready to go racing here, had some fun on the track earlier on when we got to drive the Honda concept car around this circuit, so that was pretty fun to be able to do with our engine manufacturer. So let's go ahead and take a look at race strategy here, and there you go, you have that right there. Starting off on the softs, doing the mediums. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into here, and what we're going to do is take that 1 lap back, do 5 laps, and then go to 8 on the mediums. I think that's going to work pretty good for us, all things considered. Taking a look at the fuel, we got 13 laps in this thing. Let's go ahead and just take down that fuel just a bit, as we will be using quite a bit of lean, so don't want to be hampered too much with too much fuel on board, but it should work out pretty good. Taking a look at a setup here real quick, we got some extra downforce in the rear end. We do have a bit of a locked up differential there, so that should help us make the corners without spinning around too much. Looking at the rest of the suspension here, seeing if I need to change anything before we go. Brakes are really good in qualifying, like that setup. They're not too firm, so I think that's going to work out for us pretty good. So starting out in second, let's go try and not to wreck ourselves. Alrighty, let's go. Alright guys, if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It helps the channel out a whole bunch. Thanks! Alrighty, so here we go. We're going to get away from Carlo Sainz. They're pretty easy on the start. Come into the turn nice and easy. So it's a little bit more on the cloudy side than anyone was expecting. We were expecting it to be a bit on the sunny side, so that's going to make this track a little bit different. And we have a wreck going on back there. Carlo Sainz. I didn't even touch the guy. The guy ran into me. So Carlo Sainz trying to be aggressive here. Let me see here. No damage. Hallelujah. That gives us a bit of a gap right now, so we can kind of warm up to the track just a tad, because it is definitely a lot different here in overcast than it is in nice sun. That was what we qualified under and practiced under, was a nice clean sun, so that definitely helped keep the track nice and warm. So kind of getting used to the car here, a little bit twitchy, not too bad though. Just try to kind of ease into the race here. Obviously we're saving some fuel, a little bit off track there. We can use some rich to get away. Yeah, car's driving a little bit on the different side than I was expecting it to, but track temps definitely making the difference there. Nice and easy through here. And start hitting those brakes. And we totally missed the zone. Do that quite a lot at this track, but it's one of those things you see an open track right in front of you and there's no barriers, so you're like, oh, let's go straight through. And that's honestly what we did there. I'm not sure what happened, but there was a major shakeup back there as Verstappen has fallen back. Not sure what necessarily happened behind us, but he might have ended up hitting with some wing damage, honestly. Might be what happened, because Carlo Sainz hit him pretty good. So definitely a bit of a problem for those guys, first thing off. You're going to be off track. Yep, car is definitely not as responsive as it was. Block Sainz here, make him run on the outside. There we go. But yeah, car is not as responsive as it was in qualifying with that nice warm track temp. So a little bit on the stiffer side, really. Not quite gripping as much or responding. Yeah, you see that. Just do not. Oh, there we go. Right. Alright, so that's going to change things up quite a bit here. See what we can do with that as they just keep on booting on through here for some reason. Alright, let's get some rich going. See how much damage we have there. That's quite a bit of damage. We'll go ahead and pit. That way we kind of give Schumacher the best chance. Fine on the power, dude. We are just fine, dude. Alrighty, we're gonna come on in and pit. Alrighty, switching to hard tires. We'll see how far we can go on those, but we'll go ahead and get that front wing changed. I'm gonna go ahead and add some downforce to the front wing as well, just see if we can get a little bit more response, as it is just not responding very well. So we'll just see if that extra downforce gives us a little bit more grip in the front. And there's Verstappen, so yeah, I think what ended up happening is that he got hit by Sainz when he ran into us and got loose. Correct. So, pit crew, they're telling me that we'll get a penalty if we cross over this, that, and the other. Anyways, gotta be nice and easy through here while these tires get warmed up. That's the one thing I don't like about hard tires, is that they do take a few laps to really get worn in, so you can really start using them. But anyways, but yeah, so Sainz there got loose in the start, hit us, and then went and hit Verstappen there. I think that gave him like front wing damage or something. He ended up having to come in and pit. So that sent us to the back. Honestly, kind of what I expected from this race, just not one of my better tracks, but kind of disappointing at the same time, just with where we ended up. But yeah, car was definitely a lot more responsive during qualifying, so I really liked how it was driving then, but it's just so tight with the different temperature and cloud coverage. Is really a lot different than it was racing before, so kind of a bummer there. So we'll see how pit stops and all that works. Obviously, we should be able to make it all the way to the end of the race. Doesn't look like these tires had a whole lot of wear that was going to be happening on them. I'm going to make sure. See, I almost missed this thing again. It's not very well marked. I do have to admit that. The track is not well marked there. Sounds about right. We're just going to try and take it nice and easy. We're not going to push too much. We'll switch over to standard here in a second. Just, as I said, try not to push too hard at the initial with these tires, because these things do spin you out pretty good. So just want to be nice and easy on them. We do have that added downforce on the front end, which seems like that's adding a little bit more response to it. So kind of like how it's feeling now. So we'll switch to standard once we get through this section, and we'll start running that for the rest of the laps. Correct. Yep. So pit crew just saying the same thing that I was saying. Start running the standard fuel here in just a bit. right there. We're going to start running standard for the rest of the race, hopefully. We'll see how that goes, but that's my plan anyways. Pierre Gasly with the fastest lap. Good job by him. Nice and easy through here. Car still doesn't want to turn as much as it had been, though. Part of that's the hard tires, but yeah, it's not quite as responsive as it was during qualifying. So we had a really good lap time going. Got a little bit swirly on the exit of the final turn, and that ended up losing us the pole to Sainz, obviously. Almost missed that turn again. It's just so... It's not a very well marked turn. It's very hard to see where the turn begins, honestly, there. And so I just always miss it. Haven't really been using overtake. We'll probably use that on the straight, on the next straight. Start using that so we're not burning the battery up too badly. But really just been trying to kind of regroup here, get the tires to where they need to be, and also get used to the fact that this car's not turning like it was. Definitely isn't. And coming on around. Yeah, it just doesn't quite want to turn like it was. Alright, so pit stops will be happening here soon. Can we gain any positions? Well, not if we do stuff like this. There we go. Get myself out of the... There we go. Start using some of that overtake now. Use it on the straight. Looks like we might be getting a little bit of clear sky here in a bit. That might be interesting. Yep, always missed that turn. And there's 3 seconds. Well, if they would actually mark where the track ends and stuff, that might actually help. Because there really is not a marker there to really say, hey, you need a turn here. Just doesn't really, there's not a visual compared to some other tracks. So anyways, I digress upon that, as I just totally get myself totally out of my groove here and just spin around and getting back into the grass here. Let's get going. I don't think we're going to have a very good finish at this race, unfortunately. Kind of what I expected, but not quite like this. Definitely got to get it together here. No safety car either so far either. Yeah, the car's just so tight, it just will not turn. So I'm not sure what necessarily changed, because we were running basically the same setup that we did in qualifying. The only difference is we added a little bit more downforce in the front end after we couldn't seem to get any traction in the front. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but definitely not helpful, that's for sure. Starting to get some sun on the track, and in my honest opinion, the car seems to like that a lot better as we're running 3 through here. I really like how the car's handling right now. Be nice and easy through here, but with the sun coming on the track, temperature starting to slowly rise up. I don't know, the car seems like it's handling just a tad bit better. Had a really good sector there too. I'm not really sure what's going on, but we seem to be doing a bit better. Tires are definitely worn in and are starting to handle a lot better, so like that. Able to push things a little bit more aggressive through here as we're running 3. But yeah, I think the track's slowly starting to warm up a bit, and the car seems to be handling that a lot better than it was before, because I don't know, there's a major difference right now, that's for sure. So we have some nice sun through here. Almost overshot that a little bit too much, but yeah, car feels like it's doing a much better job. Nice and easy through here. Let's go, go, go. I don't know what it is. Definitely a difference, though. Car feels much happier. Got a little bit too much downforce probably now, too, so that's probably hurting a little bit on our speed, but I don't know. Car feels good. So, there's a difference. Major difference once the sun pops out. And car is liking it so far. So we're getting some pretty good lap times so far going on. Right there. Nice and easy. Very good. Nice lap there. Knocked off quite a bit of time. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. Go, go, go. Yeah, part of that was the hard tires, but the track just was not at temp yet. And now that it's at the proper temp for my car, the car is starting to handle this a lot better. We got lots of grip in this car now. And I'm really liking how it's handling. Because I can really push it. I can push it quite a bit, and it is taking it quite well as we are slowly starting to catch some guys here. So, part of it's driver error. Totally take that, but quite a bit of it was the car as well, because it was so tight and was not handling the turns well at all. And it has come alive here quite a bit. So we really do like how it's handling right now. Come around, come around, come around. Go ahead and get the overtake going. But yeah, this car feels so much better right now. A lot faster. And nice and easy through here. Pretty good lap, all things considered there. So we're running 3. So the car definitely likes that. Oh yeah, so we are good on fuel there, buddy. Nice and easy, almost overshot that just a bit. Gonna gotta watch my throttle through here. Kind of messed up that section just a bit, but still, I'm able to throw the car around and it actually takes it pretty good. And isn't trying to run off the track, so I like it. Definitely like it. We got quite a gaggle of cars there in front of us if we can get to them. That's quite a few spots here. Try not to go into the grass, and let's go. Carlo Sainz with the fastest lap. Nice and easy through the turn here. As I said, got quite a few cars here in front of us. Would like to finish better than last, if we can. Not going to have a whole lot of laps to do that, but should be able to do quite a bit. And way too much speed. Nice and easy and slow. There we go. Trying to make sure not to get another penalty. A little bit slow that lap. We had a major mess up, so that's why. Like how the car's handling good. Hard tires have come in. Nice. And into the dirt. I actually recovered from that better than I thought. Okay, technically that's not on me, that's on the car, but got it. warning me about cutting corners, but I was like, when your car's out of control there, I mean, that's not a ton I can do about that, but I digress upon that one as well. Yep, and we got some spots in front of us if we can get there. I was hoping to catch him long before this, but car just didn't have quite enough speed to do that. Plus also they do have fresher tires. The track is now in a lot of sun, so the car really handling a lot better. So we really do like where that's going. Yep, too much of a corner cut there. Looks like Carlo Sainz might be a winner. Yep, sure is. Have to gain 6 seconds on these guys to make out the position. If I could just pass somebody, I wouldn't mind that. Let's see what we got here. And won't be enough. But we did catch the rear end of the pack, so I mean, what do you want us to do? And there it is. Whew. Oh, that was a race.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull. After a long and hard-fought season, they've built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Alrighty guys, so disappointing day as per usual, but this guy right here moved up from 7th all the way to 4th, so part of that's Max Verstappen having that issue with Carlo Sainz there. That ends up dropping him from 3rd, so that's definitely helpful. Then also Daniel Fiat there, Valtteri Bottas, etc. A lot of those guys ended up falling, and obviously we fell too, all the way down to last with 6 seconds of a penalty. We also had, what was the time there? a 132.798, and compare that to the 132.723. So I mean, we had some pretty good lap times there once the sun finally came back out, and we were running pretty good there. But yeah, unfortunately, the car was just not going to work there. Then obviously got the wing damage from Sainz, and that didn't help us out. But yeah, just there wasn't a whole lot we could do about the tightness in the car until the sun finally came out, and then the car started running really good. So yeah, just a temperature issue there. So not a ton I could do there, but oh well. Oh well indeed. So anyways, guys, we're going to be going back. Great effort there by Mick Schumacher. Very excited to see him continue to do that with our car. And we got to head to the USA, I believe, for the final race of Season 4. So we'll see you guys there after we head back to HQ and see if we get any adjustments or anything happening to the regulations. I don't think there are, but we'll find out here in a bit. Alright guys, so we're looking at what we got. So we got quite a bit of moolah sitting around here. So I think we'll go ahead and get our simulator upgraded all the way here. Go ahead and get that started. I don't think we'll be able to afford anything else after that expenditure, but we got that going on. Looking at R&D, we haven't had any notification of any rules changes, so I'm going to go ahead and get one thing started here. Let's see, we can get some rotor speed, energy recovery system, engine power, do the exhaust, fuel efficiency. Let's see here, what do we got? DRS. We'll go ahead and get the DRS slot. Let's see here, can we get this done before the Grand Prix? Yes, we can. We're going to put a rush on that. We'll see if we get that done before the American Grand Prix here, but that's the only thing we're going to change, because we want to see if we can be able to have stuff left over just in case they suddenly spring a rules change on us. Usually it's the race before the end of the season, but they're weird sometimes. So we'll do that and see what happens as we advance time. Team building. Ooh, yeah, nice. Weak resources. And we got the DRS.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Alrighty, so there we go. And taking a look at all of our parts, and I think we are good to go on all of those as well. Let me see here. Yep, we are good to go on all of those, so we are ready for the American Grand Prix next week, basically. So, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we'll have a better race at the Circuit of the Americas, or COTA. I think we should. We had a really good race there last time. Just got to double check and work on the setup and stuff, but I think we should have a decent race there. See how good Little Shoe does. But anyways, we'll see you guys there at the American Grand Prix for the season finale, and then obviously we'll have to start looking at season 5. We'll see what happens then. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys here next time. Bye bye.